Near protocol. I've been talking about this line for quite a while. I got a YouTube commenter who, when I said here, I would become a seller at this line because it's a horizontal and this double resistance, I personally would be a seller, and I would wait to be, I would wait to see how the rejection or interaction with this line happens, right? And then that person, when this baby move came, like 18% move, came on my channel. You told everybody to sell, all that stuff. Now that I'm recording, and came on my channel multiple times over this. Was mad over about 20 days. So if you are that person, now that you see I was right, because you could obviously tell now what is it going to hit. The line that I've been telling you it's going to hit. Like it's gonna, it's obvious to you now, and I understand that it was obvious earlier. I'm not making fun of you. Well, I did a little bit, I guess, technically, but I shouldn't have. So what's going to happen now is you're probably going to get a retest of this. Just like I said down here, it's probably going to retest that line. So you're probably but it's probably going to hit the bottom of this guy. All right. You want that line on your chart. It's going to race to touch that. So what's going to happen is this. Sellers will start stepping in here, but if it takes a little longer to get there, it's going to touch this anyway. So it'll pierce this triangle, right? Here. So it could, let me go to like a really small chart here, 15 minute. So what day would this be? If it takes until, if it happens around, if it hits this line this week, Thursday or after, it will actually just go up to $1.55 too, or $1.55. Because when you have double resistance so close to each other, what the whale algos do is they can see where your stops are. The exchanges can see where your stops are too. Like, you don't think they're in together? They are. Like, guarantee information's being shared. They can. I know, well, it's already confirmed. Exchanges can see your stops, and exchanges do have bots that can see your stops. But in addition to that, bigger players who are interested in this, like the, whatever capital group or you said holds this, they might have a deal with an exchange. They can see everybody's orders and stops that are supposed to be hidden, right? So in that case, but it doesn't matter. It's not really, even though it might be cheating creates patterns. So it's not cheating anymore. You just need enough of the patterns to get it. So I'm trying to show you this. It's not thieves. It's not criminals. That's what they're trying to do. They're technically cheating if they're doing that. But anyway, it creates a pattern. So trade with them. I'm trying to show you how to do it. But so in the events that you have a pretty major line, like this one, where everybody's going to be seeing it and they're going to sell into it, what's going to happen? People are going to short there. What kind of liquidity does that instantly make? Stops and liquidations. It comes in form of the opposite side of the trade. It turns into buy orders. So when people sell here, or when it comes up to this line, shit. So it's going to complete this symmetry first. All right, comes up to this line. Shorts are going to pile on because it's such an obvious line. The liquidations and stops are what? They're buy orders. All up in here, right? So what happens? So now all their liquidity and buy orders is just sitting here, and whales can see it. They say, shit, I'll just put. So what whales will say when price is right here is they have USD sitting on the side, or Tether or whatever, right? And they say, well, I'll go on my exchange and I'll put my short orders right here. And now that I know I can move price, because I'm a whale and I can move it at least 5% or whatever. Yeah, 5%. I'll just use my USD, right? And I'll tack this line and I'll run it up into my shorts. And then once it hits my shorts and they're activated, all the near protocol that I bought to race it up there, well, hell, I kind of cleared the order book. So once it hits there, it's going to be thin looking down. So now all that stuff I just bought to get it there with a thicker order book, it's going to crash it harder the same amount of near that I just bought. So the same near I bought right here to get it to my shorts, I just resell it. And it actually has a bigger effect, which is why you see those bull traps go boo, boo. Because it cleared the order book, the same amount of asset being sold, it makes it drop faster if the order book doesn't fill right back up. Does that make sense? So yeah, it'll probably hit this line, or it has a chance to. So let's look at the weekly 10 though. I haven't put that on. But oh yeah, what I was gonna say was, if you are that person who came on my channel and it was all like, just getting ridiculous, I think I blocked you on YouTube, so you won't be able to reach out to me there. But, I mean, I would, hit me up on Twitter or join my Discord, and I'll refund you, and I'll give you a couple months free. Like I would prefer to, I want to show you like how I anticipated this, because your emotions were pretty heavy. You were very mad at me for giving you information that ended up being true, right? It just wasn't on the time frame you wanted. But what I said what you want is irrelevant. But you interpreted the information I gave and you wanted it to go down immediately. But that's not what I was saying at all. And I want to show you how I can anticipate all this, but I think we need to, I want to help you format your brain to time. So talking bearish and bullish stuff on the 5-minute chart has no relevance to the daily chart. Almost no relevance, unless it's at the beginning or end of the day. Then it kind of does. It doesn't affect this, right? So what I'm saying is my time frame mentality, my brain was formatted to a more general, larger time frame than yours. You were focused on, this is it? Oh my God! Why did you tell us to sell? Right? But my time frame was, okay, I would sell into this rally because eventually it's going to tank below this and touch this line way lower. And what did it do? It did that. I didn't say it was going to happen the next hour. How long did it take? It took about a month, but I was making those videos about there. So 22 days. All right. But so for anybody else, not just that person, but that's how time frame, and when you communicate with people about price action, it's really important to make, so not just for near, but anything. It is super important when you're talking about price to somebody else. Because I do this like every 5 days a week on Discord. One time we get tongue-tied and we're not on the same page is when we're thinking about different time frames because we haven't specified. Make sense? About being bullish or bearish. So our time frames are off, and I'd like to have a couple conversations with you, probably give you a month or two free of Discord so you can check it out, because I want you to do better. Because if you were that mad, you're gonna get your ass kicked next bull market. Like, you are not prepared. If you get that emotional, it's not just you. I'm not, I have been there too. I've had my time where I get emotional about stuff in price, but now it's just kind of, it's not boring, but it's a lot closer to boring for me now. But like right now on my dash trade, I'm just holding tether for like 10 days now, just waiting, right, for my next buy, because it went up too high and I sold a little too early. I didn't sell the top. I sold halfway through the move, which is still very profitable for me. But anyway, I want to have a little bit of time with you so we can get you prepared, a little bit more, a crash course prepared for the next bull run. And I would probably give you a couple months free so you can digest at least the cryptillion. I'll show you. Well, maybe not. The cryptillion tutorial section, which has 7 videos. They will have 10, but it has 7 videos in it in a row. And it's just a crash course for anybody new. Like, if you want to go from zero, not to hero, but 0 to charts are not scary, that's your bet. And I would want to help you out with that. So reach out to me, not through YouTube, but through Twitter, or join the Discord. Then I can refund you or whatever. You join Cryptillion, jump on a live call. Let me know you're the person. We'll see you next time. That's Near Protocol.